Students, how are you? Today we will solve a lot of questions about adding and subtraction fraction with unlike denominator part 1. Unlike to like, evaluate by rewriting the fraction with like denominator. Use estimation to check that your answer is reasonable. Look at with me about 3 over 4 plus 5 over 12. Look at this example. First, we must solve this example by find the least common multiplication between two fractions, 4 and 12. 12 can be divided by 4, so the least common multiplication between them equal 12. Then we must write 12 in denominator. 4 times 3 equal 12, and 3 times 3 equal 9. And then the result will be 9 plus 5 equal 14. 14 over 12. We have here improper fraction. We must convert from improper to improper by simplicity. 14 divided by 12 equal 1 and the remainder 2. And then 2 over 12 we can divide it by 2 because we have two even numbers. The result will be 1 and 6 in numerator. The result will be 1 and 1 over 6. And then we must rewriting the following fraction by using estimation. I will solve this example by estimation and I will comparing about the result here and actual number. And I will write this result reasonable or not. Look at here, 3 over 4 is nearest by 1. This number nearest to 1. And 5 over 12, 5 nearest to half of 12. Half of 12 equals 6. And 5 nearest to half of 12, it will be half. So the result will be 1 and 1 over 2. This is result 1 and 1 over 6 and 1 and 1 over 2 not reasonable because it's more than half, more than 1 over 6 because 1 and 1 over 6 is nearest to 2, 1 and 1 and half nearest to 2, 2. So this number not reasonable. Not reasonable, okay? Not reasonable number. Understood? Because the result here 1 and 1 over 6 and 1 and over 2 not equal. Okay, this number, if we want to approximate it to the nearest whole number, the result would be 2, and the result here 1 and 1 over 6 it's greater than about 1. Okay, nearest to 1, not the result to 1 and a half. Question number 2. 15 over 15 subtract by 2 over 3. We can write least common multiplication between them. It will be 15. Why? Because 15 can divide by 3 equal 5. 2 times 5 equal 10. And the result will be what? 15 minus 10 equal 5. And write 15 in denominator. 5 divided by 5 equal 1. And 15 divided by 5 equal 3. The result will be 1 over 3. Okay? And we can use about approximating. 15 over 15 is close to 1. And 2 over 3 it's close to 1. 1 subtract by 1 equals 0. And 5 over 15 nearest to 13. Here third, it will be third, sorry, 5 over 15 equal third. And 0, just not reasonable, okay? Not reasonable because 1 over 3 nearest to what? 0? Yes. So this will be reasonable because 1 over 3 third nearest to what? Nearest to half. We can write it not reasonable because 1 of 3 it's meaning 0.3 nearest to 0. So this number third nearest to what? Here, if we draw here, third nearest to 2 half, not 0. Third nearest to half. So this example not reasonable, okay? Question number 3. Question number 3. 7 over 9 subtract by 1 over 3. We can write least common multiplication between two fractions will be 9 because 9 can divide by 3 equal 3. 3 times 1 equal 3. The result will be 4 over 7. And what about 7 over 9 nearest to what? Nearest to 1 because 7 nearest to 9. So 9 divided by 9 equal 1. And third here nearest to half. Nearest to half. Okay. So 1 minus half, it will be half. And 4 over 9, 9 here, it's meaning what? Half of 9 equal 4.5. Then this result will be reasonable, okay? This result is reasonable. It's able, okay? Able to approximating here. This result will be true, okay? True or false? True. Question number 4. 1 over 2 plus 11 over 12. Least common multiplication, it will be 12. 12 can divide by 2, so we must write 12 in denominator. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 1 times 6 equals 6. And write the result here. It will be 17 over 12. We can convert it because 17 over 12 it's improper. Convert from improper to fraction, mixed number here, fraction and whole number. Okay, it will be mixed number, right? 12 here, 1, and the remainder will be 5. And half nearest to half by benchmark number, okay? And 11 over 12 nearest to 1. The result will be 1 over 2, close to 1 over 2. So 1 and 5 over 12, it's nearest to here, this number. So it's reasonable number. Reasonable number. It's a reasonable number. Because 5 nearest to half of 12, and the result will be 1 and 1 over 2. And what about question number 5? Question number 5 here. 5 over 8 subtract by 1 over 2. We can find least common multiplication between them equal 8. 8 can divide by 2 equal 4. 4 times 1 equal 4. And write 5 over 8 here. The result will be 1 over 8. And we can approximate 5 over 8 by partial number here. Partial mark here. 5 nearest to half of 8 equal 4. Half of 8 equal 4. So 5 nearest to half of the denominator. The result will be half. And the result here will be half. 4 over 8 equal half. Half minus half equals 0. So it's nearest to the whole number here. The fraction 1 over 8 is nearest to 0. So we can write this answer is reasonable. Okay, understood? This number 0, and we have 1 over 8. It's actual number, but 0 estimation. So the estimation is nearest to the result. So it will be reasonable. Question number 6. 7 over 9 minus 2 over 3. We must write least common multiplication between them. It will be 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 2 equals 6. And the difference between them 1 over 9. And it will be nearest to what? 7 over 9 nearest to 1. Because the half of 9 equals 4.5, and 7 more than half of the denominator here, half of denominator. So it will be nearest to 1. And 6 over 9, it will be nearest to 1, because 6 nearest to 9. 1 minus 1 equals 0. And the closed here will be 0, and 1 over 9 it's nearest to. So it's reasonable number. we must write reasonable number here. Question number 6. Okay, and 7. 6 over 7 subtract by 3 over 14. The least common multiplication between them will be 14. 2 times 7 equal 14, 2 times 6 equal 12. And we can write 14 here, 12 minus 3 equal 9. Okay, the result will be 9 over 14, and it will be close to what? 6 over 7 raised to 1, and 3 over 14 raised to 0. Because half of 14 equals 7, and we can write 0 here, and 14 3 raised to 0. The result will be 1. Okay, and the actual number 9 over 14. 9 over 14 nearest to 1 or not, we know half of 14 equals 7, and 9 will be nearest to half of 14, so it will be not resolvable. It's not resolvable because it's greater than 1, greater than this number, so the estimation not resolvable. Question 8. 4 over 5 subtract by 3 over 10. We can find least common multiplication between two denominator. 10 can divide by 5 equal 2. 2 times 4 equal 8. And the result will be 8 minus 3 equal 5. 5 over 10, it will be 1 over 2. It will be half. Okay, and we can write approximating about 4 over 5, it will be 1. Subtract by 3 over 10, it will be what? So it's meaning half of 10 equal 5, and 0 we have here 5, 3 nearest to 5, it will be half. 1 subtract by half equal half, so it will be true. Okay, this number, it's exactly the result. Question number 9. 5 over 12 subtract by 7 over 36. We can find the least common multiplication between them equal 36. 36 divided by 12 equal 3. 3 times 5 equal 15. And write 36 here. 15 minus 7 equal 8. 8 over 36, we can simplify it by divided by 4, numerator and denominator. 4 divided by 8, 4 divided by 4 equal 2, and 36 divided by 4 equal 9. The result will be 2 over 9. Okay, and we can approximate the result here. The result here, 5 over 12 nearest to 2 half, and 7 over 36. We can simplify it. Half of 36 equal 18. Okay, and 7 nearest to 0, it will be 0. The result will be half. It's estimation about the number here, half. And we have here 2 over 9. 2 over 9 nearest to 0 or half, it's nearest to what? Nearest to 0. So half, not reliable number, not reliable number, okay, because it will be half, and this number nearest to 0. Question number 10. 2 over 3 subtract by 17 over 30. We can find the least common multiplication between two numbers here. 3 times 10 equal 30, 2 times 10 equal 20, and write 17. Write 30 here, 20 minus 17 equal 3. And we can simplify it by divided by 3 numerator and denominator. The result will be 1 over 10. And what about estimation about this number? About what? 2 over 3 nearest to 1, and 7 over 30 nearest to 0. Okay, or half. Sorry, is 30 half of 30 equal 15. 17 raised to half of denominator. Half of 30 equal 15. So 15 raised to half of the denominator. And then the result will be half. 1 subtract by half equal half. And 3 over 10 not nearest to 1 over 10. So it's not reliable. Okay. Who is correct? Sulaiman, Saif, and Summer. Each edits this fraction. Who is correct? Why? 1 over 12 plus 2 over 3. First, we can find the least common multiplication between them. the least common multiplication between them, it will be 12. 1 over 12 here, and 3 times 4 equal 12, 2 times 4 equal 8. The result will be 9 over 12. We can sample it divided by 3. It will be 3 over 4. This is the result about this example, 3 over 4. Who is correct? Is correct what? Thamir. Yes, it's Summer. Summer is correct. The correct one here is Summer, okay? But Sulaiman and Saif find the incorrect answer. It's not correct, okay? Okay, look at next step here. Next page. We have here whiteboard, flowering, quiet project, Abir, Badr, Ihab, and Duha are making quality of 36 equal sized fabric square to represent the following plants in Egypt. Abir made 11 over 36 of the qualities area. Badr made 1 over 6 of qualities area. What fraction qualities must Ihab make so that 1 over 6 is qualities area with remain for Dunya? We can find the difference between them by subtract by 1. First one here, Abir. 11 of 36 is the area about Abir, and the area about Badr 1 over 6. And the area about what? About Dunya 1 over 6. We can find the least common multiplication between them is 36. 36 divided by 36 equal 1. And right here 11 over 36 or adding to 36. 6 times 6 equals 36. 6 times 1 equals 6. And 6 times 1 equals 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. Then we can write 36 over 36 subtract by 36 here. 6 plus 6 equals 12. 12 plus 11 equals 23. Then we can find the difference between them. 6 minus 3 equals 3, and 3 minus 2 equals 1. 13 over 36 is the area about what? About last one here, about Ihab. Okay, it's the area about Ihab, 13 over 36. So we can drawing about this area, colored this area here, about all parties. First, 11 over 36, we must colored 11 part about this model here. We must colored 11 part about what? About the first one here, Abir. It's for Abir, okay? And 6 over 36, it's about Badr. And 6 over 36, it's about Dunya. Duha. Okay, Duha. We have here Duha. And the last one here, Ihab. Ihab 13 over 36. You must color each one of them by different color, such as that red and the green and the blue and azurite. Okay, you must color about here 11 over 36, 11 part to Abir, and 6 part to Badr, and 6 part to Dunya, and 13 part the last area here to Ihab. Okay, my students. Okay, lesson 5. Convert from a like to like fraction. Estimate each sum or difference. Then evaluate each expression by rewriting the fraction with like denominator. Okay. I will estimate it by 0 and 1.5 benchmarked number. Okay. Look at with me about question number 1 here. We have here 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. We can write 12 in denominator because least common multiplication is 12 between two numbers. 3 times 4 equals 12. 1 times 4 equals 4. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 1 equals 3. The result will be 7 over 12. And we can write about here 1 over 3 it's nearest to what? Nearest to half. And 1 over 4 nearest to what? Nearest to half again. It's fourth. It's being 0.25. We can approximating fourth to half, because if we had pizza here and we have fourth part nearest to half, and third only nearest to half. Half plus half equal 1, and 7 over 12 nearest to half. so it's not exactly about the number. Okay, so the estimation here, it's more than the actual number. Okay, it's don't like. Okay, so the result here about estimation, it will be 1. Not reliable number. Okay, I remember in this example, look at number 2, 1 over 3 subtract by 1 over 4. We can find the least common multiplication between two numerators here, it will be 12. Subtract between them. 1 over 3, it will be what? 4 over 12. We can write 12 in the numerator, least common multiplication between two numbers. And 3 times 4 equal 12, 1 times 3 equal 3. 4 minus 3 equal 1, the result will be 1 over 12. And what about the digits 1 over 3 and there is 2 half? It will be half by half equals 0. It's estimation about number, it's this number 1 over 12, nearest to number, so it will be nearest to the actual number. Estimation nearest to actual number. Okay, question number 4, 1 over 2 subtract by question number 3. Yes, question number 3, 1 over 2 plus 2 over 5. We can write 10 in the numerator here. 2 times 5 equal 10, 1 times 5 equal 5. 5 times 2 equal 10, 2 times 2 equal 4. The result will be 9 over 10. And what about estimation? Half, write half it. And 2 over 5 nearest to half. Half plus half equal 1. So it's nearest to the estimation, nearest to the actual number. Okay. Its estimation. Estimation is 1, nearest to. So it's a reasonable number. And what about question number 4? 1 over 2 subtract 2 over 5. We can write again 10, but in this example we must find the difference between them. 1 times 5 equal 5. 2 times 2 equal 4. 5 minus 4 equal 1. The result will be 1 over 10. And what about the result? 1 over 2, write 1 over 2. And 2 over 5 nearest to half. Half minus half equals 0. So the difference here equal 0, nearest to whole number, nearest to the actual number. Okay, so it's a reliable number. Question number 5. Number 5 here. 5 over 6 plus 3 over 8. We can write least common multiplication between them. It will be 24. 24 least common multiplication between 8 and 6. Because 8 can be divided by 6, so 8 plus 8 equals 16, 16 plus 6 equal 24. And 6 times 4 equal 24. 4 times 5 here equal 20. 4, look at here, 24, 3 times 8 equal 24, then 3 times 3 equal 9. The result will be what? 20 plus 9, 29 over 24. We can sample it because 29 it's improper. 29 over 24 greater than. We can write 1 here and 5 over 24. Okay, and what about the digit estimation here? About 5 over 6 nearest to 1 and 3 over 8 nearest to 2 half. The result will be 1 and half. And what about half of 24? 12. 5, it's less than half of the numerator. So this number will be not reliable. Not reliable number because it's less than about the actual number. Okay, look at question number 6. 5 over 6 subtract by 3 over 8. We can write again 24 denominator here. 5 times 8 equal 40. Again, sorry. 6 times 4 equal 24. 4 times 5 equal 20. 3 times 8 equal 24. 3 times 3 equal 9. And write 24 in the numerator. 20 minus 9 equal 11. 11 over 24. And what about the estimation? We can write 5 over 6 nearest to 1 and 0 over 8 nearest to half. 1 minus half equal half. 11 nearest to half of this number. Half of 24 equal half. So it's true, reasonable number. It's really nearest to the real number, okay? So it's reasonable number. Next page here. Pattern practice. Estimate each sum or difference, then evaluate each expression by writing the fraction with like denominator. Okay, look at with me about this example. Number 1, 3 over 5 plus 1 over 3. We can write 15 between least common multiplication between them. 5 times 3 equal 15, 3 times 3 equal 9, 3 times 5 equal 15, 1 times 5 equal 5, 9 plus 5 equal 14, 14 over 15. Okay, this is the result about this example, 14 over 15. And what about estimation? Estimate, can you tell me? 3 over 5 nearest to what? Nearest to half, and third nearest to half. Half plus half equal 1. Okay, this estimation about the result. Okay, question number 2. 11 over 12 subtract by 7 over 8. We can write here. Write 24. Least common multiplication. 2 times 12 equal 24. 2 times 11 equal 22. 3 times 8 equal 24. 3 times 7 equal 21. The difference between them equal 1 and 24 in the numerator. And what about estimate? Can you tell me about estimate this example? 11 over 12, it's nearest to 1. Subtract by 7 over 8 nearest to 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. So it's nearest to by action number. Okay, my students, understood? Look at next question with me. Here, question number 3. Yes, question number 3, my students. Okay. Question number 3, 1 over 5 plus 1 over 2. We can write 10. Least common multiplication between them. 2 times 5 equal 10, 2 times 1 equal 2, 2 times 5 equal 10, 5 times 1 equal 5. The result will be 7 over 10. Okay, 7 over 10. And what about the estimate? 1 over 5 nearest to 0. 1 over 2, right? 1 over 2, it will be half. Okay, the estimation will be half about this example. It's nearest to the actual number. Look at next question here. Question number 3. Question number 3, my students. Are you ready? Number 3 here. We solve it. Question number 3. Question number 4. Question number 3. Okay, 3. 1 over 5 plus 1 over 2. We can write 10 here. 2 times 1 equal 2, 5 times 1. I solved it last time, okay? Yes, I solved it. Now I will solve question number 4. 5 over 9 plus 1 over 2. We can write least common multiplication between them. It will be what? It will be 18. And the product of extremes equals the product of means. 2 times 5 equal 10, 1 times 9 equal 9. Result will be 19 over 18. It's improper. We must convert from improper to mixed number. 18 divided by 18, 19 divided by 18 equal 1 and the remainder 1. The result will be 1 and 1 over 18. And what about estimate? We can estimate it. 5 over 9 nearest to half. This number nearest to half. And half, it will be 1. It's nearest to the action number, okay? Question number what? Question number 5. Question number 5. 3 over 4 subtract 1 over 3. We can find the least common multiplication between them. 3 times 3 equal 9. 1 times 4 equal 4. And then the difference between them 5 over 12. And what about estimate? We can estimate it 3 over 4 nearest to 1 and third nearest to half. 1 subtract by half, it will be half. It will be nearest to the action number. so it will be nearest to the actual number, reliable number, reliable. Okay, my sons, understood? Question number 6. Look at question number 6 here. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. We can write 6 here in the numerator. 3 times 1 equals 3, 2 times 1 equals 2. The result will be 5 over 6. And what about estimate half and third nearest to half? Half plus half equal 1. So it will be nearest to the actual number. Question number 7. 1 over 6 plus 5 over 8. We can write what here? 8 and 6. This multiplication 24. Divided by 6 equal 4. 1 times 4 equal 4. 3 times 8 equal 24. 3 times 5 equal 15. The result will be what? 15 plus 4 equal 19. 19 over 24. And what about estimation? Estimation here, 1 over 6 nearest to 0. 5 over 8 nearest to half. The result will be 1 over 2. Okay. Question number 8. Seven over 9 subtract by 1 over 6. We can write least common multiplication between 6 and 9 equal 18. Okay. 18 divided by 9 equal 2. 2 times 7 equal 14. 6 times 3 equal 18. 3 times 1 equal 3. The result will be 11 over 18. Okay, and what about estimation about this result? 5 here, sorry, 7 over 9 nearest to what? Nearest to 1. And 1 over 6 nearest to 0. 1 minus 0 equal. Why? Why 1 over 6 over 0? Because half of 6 equals 3. And 1 nearest to 0. Ask yourself, 1 this digit nearest to 0 or half of 6? 1 nearest to 0, so we must write 0. And 7 nearest to half of 9 or 9? Half of 9 equal 4.5. And 7 nearest to 9. So the result here will be 9. Okay, 7 nearest to 9, that will be 1 minus 0 equal 1. So its the result will be not nearest to the actual number. So less than. Okay. Question number 9. 1 over 8 plus 3 over 5 plus 9 over 10. Who can tell me? Least common multiplication between 10 and 5 and 8 equal 40. Equal what? 40. Write 40 here. Why? Because 10 plus 10 equal 20. 20 can't be divided by 8. 20 plus 10 equal 30. 30 can be divided by 8. 20 plus 30 plus 10 equal 40. 40 can be divided by 8. So we must write 40 in the numerator. 5 times 8 equal 40. 5 times 1 equal 5. 5 times 8 equal 40. 3 times 8 equal 24. 4 times 10 equal 40. 4 times 9 equal 36. And then we can write 40 in the numerator. And then we can add the result here. Who can complete with me about this example? 5 plus 24 plus 6, we know. 36 plus 24. 6 plus 4 equal 10. 10 plus 5 equal 15. 5 and carry a 1. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 0 equals 6. The result will be 65. 65 over 40. We can simplify or convert from improper to mixed number. We have here 1 in numerator and 65 subtracted by 40 equal what? 5 minus 0 equal 5. 6 minus 4 equal 2. And then we can complete it by divided by 5. 40 divided by 5 equal 8. 25 divided by 5 equal 5. The result will be 1 and 5 over 8. Okay, and what about estimation about this example? Can you estimation? 1 over 8 nearest to 0. And 3 over 5 nearest to half. 9 over 10 nearest to 1. Then the result will be 1 and half. 1 and half, and here 1 and 5 over 8. It's nearest to the actual number. So the estimation is reliable. Question number 10. Question 10 here. 1 subtract by 4 subtract by 1 over 6. Who can tell me? Least common multiplication between 6 and 4 equal 12. So we must convert 1 here, write 12 over 12, and write 12 here and 12. Ask yourself, 3 times 4 equal 12, then 1 times 3 equal 3, 2 times 6 equal 12, 2 times 1 equal 2. 12 subtract by 3 equal 9, 9 minus 2 equals 7. The result will be equal 7. So we must write 7 over 12. It's the result about this example. And what about estimation? Estimation here, write 1, it will be nearest to 1. Fourth, nearest to 0. 6 nearest to 0, the result will be 1. And 7 over 12 is not reliable, because half of this number, it will be 6, and 7 nearest to half of 12, then the reliable number here, the estimation number, not nearest to the actual number. Okay, what about question 11? Question number 11. 1 plus 7 over 10 plus 3 over 4. List multiplication between 10 and 4 equal 20. So we must write 20 over 20 and write 20 here. 2 times 10 equal 20, 2 times 7 equal 14. And write 20 here. 4 times 5 equal 20, 3 times 5 equal 15. And then write 20 in the numerator. 5 plus 4 plus 0 equal 9. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2 equal 4. And write 20 here. 49 over 20, write 2 here, 2 times 20 equal 40, and the remainder 9. And what about estimation about this example? 1, write 1 here, and 7 over 10 raised to half, because half of 10 equal 5, 7 raised to 5. So it will be half. And 3 over 4 raised to 1. The result will be 2 and half. 2 and half nearest to the actual number. Yes, it's a reliable number. Reliable, okay. And what about question 12? 2 subtract by 7 over 9 subtract 1 over 6. We know least common multiplication between 6 and 9 equal 18. So we must convert 2 to be 36 over 18, because 36 over 18 equal 2. And the least common multiplication between them equal 18. And then we can write 18 in the numerator. 2 times 9 equal 18, 2 times 7 equal 14. 3 times 6 equal 18, 3 times 1 equal 3. And then we can write 18 here in the numerator. 36 minus 14 minus 3. 6 minus 4 equal 2. Here we can find the difference between 36 and 14. Okay, look at with me here and write, I will using commutative properties here. Okay, associative about this example. We can't using commutative because it's difference, so we must using properties about associative. 36 minus 14, 4 minus 6 equal 2, and 3 minus 1 equal 2. 22 minus by subtract by 3 equal 19. 19 over 18, it's greater than. It's improper, so we must convert from improper to mixed number. We know 18 here lies in 19. 19 over 18 equal 1 and remainder 1. Result will be 1 and 1 over 18. Okay, and what about estimation about this example? We know 2 nearest to whole number, and 7 over 9 nearest to what? Nearest to whole number, and 1 over 6 nearest to 0, so the result will be 1. 1 is actual number or estimation? Estimation nearest to actual number, because the actual number here 1 and 1 over 18, so it's a reliable number. Okay, it's nearest to the actual number here. It was question number 12. Okay, my students, look at with me the book here, lesson here, lesson 6. Okay, we have word problems here. Number 1, Omnia purchased 8 over 9 kilograms of fava beans. She used 3 over 4 kilograms of fava beans to make falafel. How many kilograms of fava beans are left, meaning the difference between them? So I will solve question number 1 here. Okay, about steps, we will find the difference between 8 over 9 subtract by 3 over 4. We can use the least common multiplication between two numerator here. 9 and 4, it will be 36. Least common multiplication between them 36. You can use its properties. The product of extremes equals the product of means. 4 times 8 equals 32, and 3 times 9 equals 27. And then write 36 in the numerator. 32 divided 27 equals 5. The result will be 5 over 36. Okay, it will be 5 over 36 kilogram. What about next question here? Look at with me. Question number 2. With a flower garden consists of 3 over 7 cornflowers and 2 over 5 purples. The rest of garden is filled with roses. What's the fraction of the Wafa garden is roses? We can find the difference about two area to find the fraction of Wafa gardens is roses. Okay, the difference between them. Okay, 0 over 7 subtract by 2 over 5. We can find 35 least common multiplication between two denominator here. 5 times 7 equals 35. 3 times 5 equals 15. 2 times 7 equals 14. The result will be 1 over 35. Okay, it's the area. The rest of garden with roses, right? Roses. Understood? We want to find the difference between them. Question number 3. Question 3. In the point, third of the lines are white and 1 over 4 of the lines are pink. The remaining lines are blue. What fraction of the lines are blue? We can find the result by subtract by 1. 1 subtract by sum of 1 over 3 and 1 over 4. The result will be 1 subtract by, here we can find the least common multiplication between them. It will be 12. Write 12 here. 3 times 4 equal 12. 4 times 1 equal 4. 3 times 1 equal 3. And we can change 1 here. Write 12 over 12. And write 12 over 12 subtract by sum of them. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 over 12. Write 12 here. 12 subtract by 7 equal 5. The result will be 5 over 12. Okay, 5 over 12. Its lines are blue. Okay, next page here. Look at with me about question number 1 here. Color tile a repaired area with color tiles to find the fractional parts of the model. Use 9 tiles, third of which are red and the remaining tiles are yellow. How many tiles are red? Find the number by multiplication. 9 by third, it will be 3. So question number 1, we must write 3 here. In this space, look at with me by mouse here. Write here 3. How many tiles are red? Write 3. Therefore, third of 9 tiles equal 3 tiles. Okay. And what about here? How many tiles are yellow? Yellow is the result here. About 9. 9 minus 3, it will be 6. Therefore, 2 over 3 of 9 tiles equal 6. Okay, write 6 in this space. So again, write 3 here and 3 here, and 6 here and 6 here. It's question number 1. Okay, next question, question number 2. Use 16 tiles, 8 red, and 4 yellow, and 3 green, and 1 blue. What fraction of the array is red? We have the total number here, 16. What fraction of array is red? Okay, I will write here about question number 2. Question number 2, right here. How many red? Look at here. We have 8 red. 8 over 16. It will be what? It will be half. We must write half about question number 1, about number 2. Here, question number 2 here. The first result here, write 8 over 16, it will be half. Okay, next question here, therefore half of 16 equal what? Half of 16 equal what? It's meaning half multiplied by 16 equal 8 tiles. Write 8 here. Okay, and what about fraction? What fraction of ray is yellow? How many yellow here? We have 4 yellow. Then we must write 4 over the total 16. Right here 4 over 16. This part write 4 over 16. Okay, 4 over 16 and simplest it. 4 divided by 4 equal 1 and 16 divided by 4 equal 4. The result will be 1 over 4. Therefore 1 over 4 of 16 equal, we must multiplication, find multiplication about 4th and 16. 4th multiplied by 16 equal what? Equal 4. So the result will be 4. We must write 4 in this space about question number 2. So this example number 2, I solve it all steps here about question number 2. I will solve question number 3 with you. Okay, I will clear this and then solve it. Question number 3. Use 12 tiles, 4 blue, 3 green, 3 yellow, and the rest red. What's the fraction? Array is green. Green, how many tiles green? 3. Over what? The total 12. And then we can simplify it. 3 divided by 3 equal 1. 12 divided by 3 equal 4. Okay? Is the fraction about green. What fraction of the array is red? How many red here? How many red? The rest. Okay, the rest. Can you tell me the rest here about red? We can find the total. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Subtract by 12 equal 2. 2 red. Okay, again, look at with me. I want to find the tiles of red. The rest red. He told us the rest is red. We can find the rest of red by adding 3 yellow and 3 green and 4 blue, and the result subtract by 12. Okay, then 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 10 subtract by 12 equals 2. So we must write in this space 2 over 12. And then you must simplify it. 2 over 12 divided by 2. The result will be 1 over 6. And what color represents third of the array? What the color represents third of the array? Who can tell me? Third, it will be what? It will be 12 in numerator. Convert it by multiply by 4. 1 times 4 equal 4. So the colored represents third of the array. What? Look at here. 4 blue. Yes, 4 right below here. This is the color represent 4 over 12 is third. He asked about represent third of the array. Third of the array, it will be blue. Why? Because third equal 4 over 12. Again, in this example, he asked about what color represents third of the array. You must convert 3 to be 12. Convert the denominator here, but multiply by 4. And 3 times 4 equal 12. Then 1 times 4 equal 4. And look at here. What is the color? Was 4. It's blue. Then the color will be blue. Write blue here in this space. In this space, write this word blue. Write blue. Okay. And the last question about question number 3. How tiles 1 over 4 of 12 represents? We can write 1 over 4 multiply by 12. It will be 3. Write 3 here. 3 represents what? Green. Write green. This will be green. Okay. First, second, third, fourth. Fourth one here, it will be green. Write this word green. Okay, I will write green in this space. Okay, I will repeating the answer. Look at here. First, write here fourth, 1 over 4. And the next line here, write 1 over 6. And here, write this word blue. And the last one, write this word green. Write this word green in this space in the last one here. Again, green, and here blue, and up here 1 over 6, and up here 1 over 4. Okay, my students, question number 4. Use the fewest ties possible to build an array that is 1 over 4 blue, 2 over 5 green, 1 over 10 yellow, and the rest is red. How many ties did you use altogether? I can solve it by finding the least common multiplication between them. First, I will write the result by red. The rest is red. 1 subtract by the sum of them. 4 blue, and 2 over 5 green, and 1 over 10 yellow. And then write 1 here. Write least common multiplication between them. It will be what? 20. Write 20 here. Right here 20. 4 times 5 equal 20. 1 times 5 equal 5. 4 times 5 equal 20. 2 times 4 equal 8. 2 times 10 equal 20. 2 times 1 equal 2. And then write 1 here and 20 in the numerator. 5 plus 8 equal 13. 13 plus 2 equal 15. 1 subtract by 15. We can convert 1 here to 20 over 20. We must convert to fraction. 20 over 20 subtract by 15 over 20. We must write 5 here and 20 in the numerator. And then simplest it. 5 over 20, it will be what? 1 over 4. Okay? So, in this example, how many ties did you use altogether? 20. We can, how many ties did you use altogether? 20. We can write here 20. Okay? How many ties did you use altogether? 20. So present two least common multiplication about them. Okay, how many ties equal here? How many ties did you use altogether? Or will write 20. Okay, I will write what? Here 20. It's the first result here. We must write in this space 20 here in this space. Okay, how many tiles are included force of the array? How many tiles? We can write about question number 2. Force multiplied by 20 equal 5. We can write 5 in this space. How many tiles equal 2 over 5 of the array? Question number 3. 2 over 5 of the array. We have 20 parts about the array. 20 divided by 5 equal 4. 4 times 2 equal 8. Write 8 here. Okay, in this space write 8. Last question here. How 2 tiles are what fraction of the array? 2 tiles, it's meaning what? 2 multiply, that's 1 here. 2 multiplies the part 1 over 20. Because we drawing the rectangle and divided it 20 parts. Okay, 2, we ask it about 2 tiles are what fraction? 2 multiply 20 equal 1 over 10. Okay, it's the result. And what about drawing? You can draw rectangle and divided it 1, 2, 3, 4 parts here and 5 in vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, such as this figure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 20 parts here. We have force blue. Force blue, it's meaning 4 times 20 equal 5. 5 blue. I will color it by this pen blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 over 5 green. 2 over 5 green here, it's meaning 8. 8 green. I will draw green here. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and 1 over 10 yellow. 1 over 10 yellow, it's meaning 2 yellow. Yellow, it's yellow. This part, it's yellow. Okay, and the red was the rest. Red was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's colored all part here. Understood? It's reversing to yellow. This X reversing to yellow. Look at with me. Look at question number 1, story problems. In the point, third of the lines are white. Look at with me. I will write steps here. We have third white. Okay, third white. and fourth pink, and the remaining 30 are blue. One, subtract the total of them to find the blue. First, we can find the blue here. One, subtract by the sum of all here. Okay, I can write here 1 subtract third plus fourth. Will get me the blue. Okay, the blue will be 1 subtract sum of white and pink. First, we can find blue here. Lily are blue. Okay, the fraction about blue equal what? 1 subtract sum of white and pink. 1, it will be 12 over 12 because least common multiplication between them equal 12. 3 times 4 equal 12 and 1 times 4 equal 4. We must write here 4 in numerator, and 3 times 1 equal 3, and then we can find the difference. 12 over 12 subtract by 4 plus 3 equals 7. 12 minus 7 equal 5. So 5 over 12, it's reversed to blue tiles blue. Okay, he gives us the remaining 30 tiles are blue. How many lines are in the point altogether? We know 5 over 12 multiply by what? The total. Multiply the total equal what? Equal 30. He gives us the total 30. Look at about this step. It's very important. He gives us the total here 30. So 5 over 12 multiply the total equals 30. We want to find the total. We want to find the total lies here. We can find the total by multiplication 12 by 30 and then divide the result by 5. Okay, I will do it here. Total equal 30 multiply by 12 over 5. The total lies equal what? 30 divided by 30. 30 divided by 5 equals 6. And 6 times 12 equals 72. So the total lies in the bond altogether equals 72 lies. We have 72. Again, first in this step, I find the fraction about blue is 5 over 12. He tells us the 5 over 12 of the total, it will be 30 blue. Then you want to find the total by multiplication by 30 and 12 and the result divided by 5. 30 multiplied by 12 divided by 5, we can simplify it. 30 divided by 5 equals 6 and 6 multiplied by 12 equals 72. We have 72 lines here. Understood? Okay, next question. Question number 2. Rania uses 3 over 4 of her monthly salary to pay for her food, rent, IELTS, and transporting. After these expenses, she left with 1,250 lira. What is Rania's monthly salary? He asked about the salary. She uses 3 over 4 of her monthly salary for pay or food and rent and so on. So we can find the remainder with here. It will be 1 subtract 3 over 4. It will be 4th. She is left with 1,250. 4th multiply total salary equal 1,250 lira. So we can find the total salary. Monthly salary will be what? 4 multiplied by 1,250. This is the total. Okay, 4 multiply 0 equals 0. 4 times 5 equal 20. 0 and carry up 2. 2 times 4 equal 8 plus 2 equal 10. 0 and carry up 1. 1 times 4 equal 4 plus 1 equal 5. The result will be 5,000 lira. Okay, it's the total salary with Rania. First step, we can find the fraction refers to the remainder with here is 4th. She remainder with here 4th. Okay, and the total salary, I want to find it by multiplication the remainder by 4 because it's the result here reverting to 4th. So the total will be 5,000. Okay, Question number 3. Question number 3. Look at 3. Ziad had 40 data palm tree. Look at with me, pay attention. Ziad had 40 data palm tree for sales at his nursery. He sold 2 over 5 of the tree on the Monday. So the remainder, we can write the remainder again. He sold 4 of the remaining trees of the Tuesday. Wednesday, he sold half of what was left. How many data palm trees did Ziad have remaining to sell on the Thursday? First, we can find the remainder. About 2 over 5 multiplied by 40 tell me the trees for sale. Ziad, he told us Ziad had 40 data palm for sale. He sold 2 over 5. So the remainder with Ziad will be what? Will be 3 over 5 of all, because Ziad sold 2 over 5. So 1 subtract 2 over 5, it will be 3 over 5. It's the remainder with Ziad. 3 over 5 of palm tree. He have 3 over 5. He have now 3 over 5, okay, because he sold 2 over 5 of he sold 2 over 5 of the trees on Monday. So the remainder with him will be 3 over 5. 3 over 5 multiplied by what? The total 40, because he sold 2/5. He sold 2/5, so the remainder with him will be 3 over 5. 3 over 5 by the total, so the remainder will be 40 divided by 5 equal 8. 8 times 3 equal 24. So the remainder with him was 24 trees. Okay, understood? He has now 24 trees. He tell us he sold 4 of the remaining trees on Tuesday, and Wednesday he sold half of the left. So we can find the number of trees he sold it. He sold at what? At Tuesday and Wednesday by 4 and half. So the remainder with him will be 4. Understood? He tell us sold 4 and half. So the remainder with him will be half. He sold at Tuesday and Wednesday, sold half and 4. So he sold 3 over 4. 3/4. He sold 3/4. He sold what? 3/4 of the tree. So the remainder Ziad have remaining to sell on Tuesday, we can find the fourth of what? Of 24. So Ziad will be sell on Tuesday and Thursday. Ziad will sell in Thursday 4th of the total with remaining with him 24. It will be 6 trees. So data plum trees did Ziad have remaining to sell in Thursday? It will be 6 trees. Understood, my students? I will explain it again. He tell us Ziad had 40 data palm trees for the sale at his nursery. He sold 2 over 5 of the tree on the Monday. So he sold 4th of the remaining. First we must find the remainder with him. If Ziad selling 2 over 5, the remainder with him will be what? 3 over 5, because he sold 2 over 5. He sold 2 over 5, so the remainder with him will be 3 over 5, because 1 we can convert to 1 here, 5 over 5. We can convert 1 to 5 over 5, and the remainder will be 3 over 5. 3 over 5 of total palm tree here 40, so the remainder with him will be 24, because 40 divided by 5 equal 8, and 3 times 8 equal 24 tree. He has 24 tree. So he sold at Tuesday and Wednesday half and fourth. The result will be 3 over 4. So Ziad well. So in Thursday, fourth of the total here 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So Ziad will sell on Thursday the remaining here with him 6-3, right? 6-3. The result will be 6. Question number 4. Osman expected his assignment to take 4/5 of an hour. He completed in 3/4 of an hour. In how many fewer minutes did Osman completed his assessment than he expected? We can find the difference between them, between the real time and expected. Okay, find the difference between them. We know the difference between them. We must write the minute in the first and subtrahend and the difference between them. The minute here is the greater 4/5 in the minute, subtract by 3/4. We can find the least common multiplication between them. Here, 20 divided by 5 equal 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. 20 divided by 4 equal 5. 5 times 3 equal 15. The result will be 1/20. Okay, it's the result about difference in how many fewer minutes did Osman completed his assessment than expected. We can write 1/24 hour, but he won't find the result in minutes. You must convert from hour to minutes, multiply by 60. We must write 1/20 multiplied by 60. The result will be 3 minutes. Okay, the result will be what? 3 minutes. It's the result. 1/20 multiplied by 60, because we know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. The result will be 1/20 hour converted from hour to minutes multiplied by 60. The result will be 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. It's how many, asked about how many fewer minutes did Osman completed his assessment than his expected. Connect. Read the problem and answer the question. In Wafa garden, 3/7 of the plants are cornflowers, and 2/5 are poppies. The rest of the garden is filled with 6 rose plants. How many flower plants could be in Wafa gardens? Your classmate says the answer to the question 6/35. Do you agree? Why? Why or you? Why not? Okay, we can find the result by subtract by 1. 1 subtract by the total here 3/7 plus 2/5. We can find the least common multiplication between them equal 35. Right here 35 and here 35. Subtract using associative properties, 35 here and 35. 3 times 5 equal 15 and 2 times 7 equal 14. 35/35 subtract by the total here. We must write 35 in numerator. 5 plus 4 equal 9 and 9 and 2 right here. The result will be 29/35. Subtract by 35/35. We can find the difference between them. 35 in numerator and 35 subtract 29. It will be 6. So it will be true. I agree about my classmate, because my classmate says the answer to the question is 6/35. It will be true. Okay, I agree with him. I agree with him. Okay, understood? Understood, my students? Okay, now I finished all question about unit 8. The next time I will explain unit 8. Now I finished unit 7. Okay, I finished unit 7 part 2. Okay, in this video part 2 about unit 7. In the next time I will explain unit 8 in the future. Understood, my students? We must study hard on question. Okay, goodbye.